Every year, thousands of talented physiatrists promise themselves, this will be the year I finally start my own practice. Then another year passes. Another hospital contract gets signed, another administrator decides your schedule. Another reimbursement cut arrives. Another weekend disappears into documentation. Meanwhile, the physician who graduated after you somehow owns multiple practices, has financial freedom, controls their schedule, and seems to have figured out something you haven't. Did they simply have more courage, more discipline, more confidence? Not even close. They built an environment that made success almost inevitable. And that's exactly what most physicians never learn. The lie every physician believes. Medicine teaches us that success comes from sacrifice. Work harder, stay later, study longer, see one more patient, answer one more message. Eventually, success will come, but here's the uncomfortable truth. If willpower created successful businesses, every physician would already own one. Physiatrists are among the hardest working professionals in America, yet many still feel trapped. Why? Because they keep relying on motivation instead of designing an environment that makes profitable decisions automatic. That's the difference. Your environment is quietly controlling your career. Think about your typical day. Your calendar is already full before breakfast. Hospital pages interrupt your thinking. Your inbox dictates your priorities. Administrators decide what matters. Insurance companies determine your reimbursement. At the end of the day, you're mentally exhausted. Now ask yourself one question. When exactly are you supposed to build your future? Most physicians assume they simply need more discipline. They don't. They need fewer decisions. The same principle that makes someone consistently exercise or eat healthy also determines whether they'll ever build an independent practice. Environment always beats intention. Successful physiatrists remove friction. After helping physicians build profitable practices for more than a decade, I've noticed something surprising. The most successful practice owners aren't necessarily smarter. They're certainly not working twice as hard. They simply removed friction. Instead of wondering when they'll work on their business, they block protected CEO time every week. Instead of hoping they'll learn business, they surround themselves with physician entrepreneurs. Instead of searching YouTube whenever a problem appears, they follow proven systems. Instead of waiting until burnout forces change, they create an exit strategy while they're still thriving. Notice something? Almost none of that requires extraordinary motivation. It requires intentional design. Why most physiatrists experience FOMO every conference, every LinkedIn announcement, every physician who posts about buying another clinic, every colleague who becomes medical director, every physician entrepreneur building wealth outside clinical medicine feels like proof that you're falling behind. That fear isn't irrational. Demand for physiatrists continues rising, workloads continue increasing, reimbursements continue shrinking, hospitals continue asking physicians to do more with less. If your environment never changes, neither will your financial future. The greatest risk isn't starting your own practice. It's waking up 10 years from now, realizing you never positioned yourself to benefit from your own expertise. Build an environment that creates healing, hope, and freedom. Profitable practice ownership isn't about becoming someone different. It's about creating conditions where the right actions become the easiest actions. Healing begins when you stop believing burnout is normal. Hope begins when you realize business skills are learnable, not inherited. Helping others becomes dramatically easier when you own the systems delivering your care. Your environment should constantly remind you that you're not just a physician, you're the CEO of your expertise. Every book you read, every mentor you choose, every networking event you attend, every business podcast, every physician entrepreneur you surround yourself with either moves you closer to freedom or closer to dependency. Choose wisely, because your future practice is already being designed today. The only question is, are you designing it, or is someone else designing it for you? Ready to build a profitable physiatry practice? If you're tired of relying on willpower and ready to build systems that create predictable growth, predictable income, and predictable freedom, you're exactly who I created this community for. I help physiatrists replace uncertainty with proven business strategies that create profitable independent practices without sacrificing the reason they entered medicine in the first place. Because the goal was never simply to become a physician. The goal was to build a life where your expertise creates healing for patients, hope for your family, and freedom for yourself.